Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Players Zone YouTube channel. And last night, we may have finally seen the Bundesliga title shift its course, and it's going to be heading to Leverkusen because Bayern Munich lost 2-0 last night to Borussia Dortmund, and Leverkusen once again put on one of their classical comebacks to beat Hoffenheim 2-1. Let's just get into this. Obviously, Bayern have held this title now for 12 seasons straight since 2012 season. They've dominated. Even when they had poor teams, they'd always win the league. Even last season, Borussia Dortmund tested them, couldn't take it all the way. And this year we thought it'd be the same sort of thing. Leverkusen might be there for a while, but Bayern, the big guys, will come through, push through, and take the title back once again at the end of the season. But that has not happened this year, and it looks like the title already is headed towards Leverkusen. Thomas Tuchel coming out and saying the title race is over, already labelled it over before it is even mathematically impossible. And it just sort of speaks volumes about Bayern this season, which I'll get into in the end of this video here. But let's just start off with the game itself. They took on Borussia Dortmund in Der Klassiker. And what a game it sort of was. Both teams really went at it. Dortmund have been solid after the January transfer window. Players like Martin standing up. Last night, Jadon Sancho played a very good game of football. And their forwards are everything up there, whether it be Füllkrug, Haller last night. Have held the ball up well and connected the play quite well for Borussia Dortmund. A big shout out there to Mats Hummels and Schlotterbeck at the back there as well. That combination, they were a brick wall for Borussia Dortmund. Forget the yellow wall, they were the brick wall last night for Borussia Dortmund and held on very well because Bayern threw everything they had in the second half and towards the latter part of the first half as well. A massive win for Dortmund as well. Speaking on them, their first win away at the Allianz Arena now for over 9 years. So a very impressive result for them. It was an Adeyemi counter-attack goal in the 10th minute. Used his pace to get in behind. Once again, coming off a transitional turnover play. Bayern once again exposed with their high line. Adeyemi sliding that ball into the back of the net, which couldn't quite keep the ball out. Mats Hummels also had a chance to make it 2-0 in the 18th minute where Sancho nicely set him up as well. And we thought after that 20-minute mark, I thought, Dortmund could make it 3 or 4 here in this game if Bayern aren't careful. They're getting exposed on the turnover, not looking solid at the back, not creating enough going forward either with any real urgency or effort in the final third. But that changed to finish off the first half and into the second half as well. Bayern were on top in the 23rd minute. Harry Kane missed a very gettable header, something we've expected of him this season with the goals he scored, followed up by his former Tottenham teammate Eric Dyer missing a header which is cleared off the line in the 35th minute. And going to half-time, that 1-0 lead looked very fragile, and you thought it was only a matter of time before Bayern would flex their muscles and score that goal and get back into the game. But Alphonso Davies missed a key chance in there as well. Midfielders had some chances to push on. Thomas Muller, a few balls just didn't land his feet quite nicely. Harry Kane up scoring a goal later in the game, but it was ruled offside. And it was just a story of their night. They really had nothing going in the final third and couldn't really make a clear-cut, open chance, easy to get through opportunity. And whenever they did have that big opportunity, it'd be Mats Hummels coming through to block a shot or slide in. Nico Schlotterbeck as well to hold up that back line as well. And it just felt like Bayern couldn't break through this Borussia Dortmund back line. The second goal would come right at the end, the 83rd minute, with Reyerson, who was teed up. He smashed the ball home into the back of the net. And it was a well put together move that had Sancho involved, Royce involved, Haller involved, and all just linked up perfectly for Reyerson to tee that ball home into the back of the net. Make it 2-0 and secure Dortmund's win 2-0 there, which meant we go to Leverkusen, their game as well that day. So it's Maximilian Bayer, the young star, who's in very good form for Hoffenheim. He opened the scoring in the 33rd minute, putting the ball past Hradecky at the near post. But that was against the run of play from minute 1 to minute 90. This game was bossed by Leverkusen. The stats in the end I'll read out to you, but it goes to show that you got to keep at it, got to keep your foot on the accelerator, and that's what they did in this game here. In the first half, all midfielders, Xhaka, Wirtz, Andrich, all had key chances, shots at goal, which are saved or missed or squandered. It just felt like, it wasn't quite going to go Leverkusen's way. The crowd was quite edgy. It felt like it was a very tense environment. Could they get over the line? Borja Iglesias misses a chance in the second half as well. Shots hit the crossbar, I think, from Grimaldo as well. Frimpong had an opportunity as well. I feel like everyone had their chance to shoot at goal, all being denied or all being put past wide of the post or the goal. But finally, in in the 88th minute, it was Jonathan Tah who headed the ball back in from a corner into the dangerous area, and Robert Andrich would volley the ball home, bouncing it over Baumann, who were making ridiculous save after ridiculous save in this game. A double save in the 83rd minute, almost secured in my mind. I thought Hoffenheim would get through and get the result in this game here, but they would not be denied. Again, Leverkusen never give up attitude. They kept at it and they got that goal back. And then you thought, oh God, here comes the second goal, and absolutely was coming there. It was almost deja vu. Frimpong getting the ball in that right-hand channel, whipping the ball in. It was Patrick Schick once again, the most clutch man in the world football at the moment, who came in front of his defender, put the ball home the 91st minute to secure the 2-1 win for Leverkusen, and now puts them 13 points clear in the Bundesliga with only 7 games to go. And here's the stats for this game. He had 34 shots to 6 and 70% possession to 30. Goes to show that they absolutely dominated. They dictated this game from minute 1 to minute 90. And yeah, I think they absolutely deserve that result. And no arguments there with that there. But just goes to show that, a big team like Bayern, who, had control of the game, had a real grasp of the game there, couldn't quite dictate it and couldn't quite get at Dortmund and get that goal and break through and keep persisting. Whereas you've got Leverkusen, who argue don't have the bigger players and don't have the bigger names. They keep position, they work, they break teams down, they overwhelm teams with their attacking football, and eventually the floodgates open, and that's where the 2 goals come from. We saw it in the Europa League last time out. We've seen it in the Bundesliga now a few times in the last few months. And, me and Nathan were sitting here on the couch and saying, is this sustainable? Can they keep winning these late games to win the title? But it looks like they absolutely can. And fair play to Xabi Alonso, who's obviously staying now for next season as well. He's got a squad here that's mentally strong, that is very, very good on the ball, and can continue to create chances throughout the whole game until the defences wear down. Because as much as you can sit back, you're eventually going to tire out. And even Oliver Baumann, ridiculous save after ridiculous save after ridiculous save, and eventually something was going to go past him, and eventually did there through that first goal in the 88th minute. Summarising it all up now, as I said, it feels like the title, one hand, actually almost 2 hands, and you're missing a couple fingertips there with Leverkusen at the moment. They've got all the momentum, they've got all the belief at the moment. They continue to win games that they shouldn't be winning. They continue to put together great performances and great results, whilst Bayern, the big boys, just don't seem to have that clinical edge in the final third. And the game on the weekend was similar to a lot of games we've seen this season where, they might have all the possession. They might have double the amount of shots. But are they really clear-cut opportunities? Is it really open chances? Is it a lot of domination? No, I think it's superficial statistical insights. If you really look at the game, analyse the game, but Bayern were on top, but they never fully deserved that result there. Dortmund were never out of the game, and it was, once again, Bayern's sloppiness in the ball, the ability for Dortmund to turn the ball over and counter-attack, which exposed Bayern. It seems to be a common trend this season, not making clinical chances in the final third or being clinical in front of goal, and then being exposed in the counter-attack when you're losing possession in midfield areas or forward areas. Matson, Adeyemi, Sancho, all getting in behind in this game here and exposing Bayern's higher line when they turn the ball over in midfield. And then you look at all these chances, Harry Kane's header over the bar, not creating clear opportunities, Musiala not quite being at the races, and you get this 2-0 result, which isn't undeserved at all. I think Borussia Dortmund really deserved that 2-0 result, so fair play to them. And once again, more problems for Bayern Munich. You've got a player like Harry Kane who's having one of his best seasons in his career, if not ever. You've got, the likes of Musiala coming into the scene and being a big-time performer. Matthias Tell off the bench, looking like a true great youngster to look forward to. Key signings like Kim Min-jae at the back this season. You've still got Manuel Neuer in goal. All these big-name players. You've got Alphonso Davies, Joshua Kimmich. These are names that could be linked away. Alphonso Davies looks like he'll be going to Real Madrid. Kimmich could be off to FC Barcelona. Who stays now? Does Thomas Muller want to keep staying and keep working this team despite him being quite older? You've got all these great names in midfield like Goretzka, like Lehmer. But it ain't working for Bayern this season. So the blame has to go on Thomas Tuchel. Obviously, he's leaving now. But those statements, I said I'll come back to them, that he says, congratulations to Leverkusen, the title was won. Now, I believe that the title's already won as well. But as a manager of one of the biggest clubs in the world football, the giants of German football, to admit defeat before it's mathematically confirmed says all I need to know about them this season. They are not quite at the races. They're not ready to take it to a team. Not like last season, how they came from behind and made a dramatic winner with Musiala there on the final day. It's not that same team this season. The belief isn't there, the form isn't there, the confidence isn't there, and the manager. There's no belief from the manager. There's no real ability to adjust from the manager this season. They've not showed much flexibility. They haven't showed, that real grittiness to grind out a result like that Leverkusen have done, and the likes of Man City will do in the past, like how Real Madrid have been doing this season as well. You've got to have that ability not to play champagne football or perfect football. You have to find a way to break teams down and win games when you might not deserve it, like Leverkusen have done 3 or 4 times in the last month here, and they just don't have that backbone. I think that's the key thing for Bayern this season. They've got the talent, they've got the names on paper, but they don't have the backbone. And when they've been challenged by Leverkusen this season, they haven't stood up to that challenge. And it's not just big teams that drop points. The bottom half teams as well haven't quite been as good either. So they don't deserve this title at all. And Leverkusen thoroughly do deserve it. Looking at them, they've got Union Berlin, Werder Bremen, Borussia Dortmund, Stuttgart, Frankfurt, Bochum, and Augsburg to come. So some tough games in there, but 2 teams in the bottom half, 2 teams that were outside of European positions. Obviously, the 3 big teams inside of Europe. I think they'd want to keep this unbeaten streak going in the league. They'll definitely take all these games quite seriously. But if you can knock off Union Berlin and Werder Bremen before the 2 big ones against Dortmund and Stuttgart, I think that the title will be in Leverkusen's hand by then, and they don't have to worry about those tough games to come. But you think Bochum in there as well. There's 3 almost certified wins. That secures them the title. So all congratulations go to Leverkusen once again. They give us exciting football. They give us late winners, and they've got a beautiful style of football, which you have to go and watch. If you haven't watched them yet, please make an effort to go and watch a Leverkusen game before the season is done, because they play some superb football, whether it be in the Europa League or the league. Watch them, see how they play their football, see what Xabi Alonso has built there at Leverkusen, and see some of the best players in the world right now. Jeremy Frimpong, Alex Grimaldo, Verts there at the 10, Robert Andrich and Xhaka in midfield. There's some superb players in the moment who are probably top 5 in the world in all their positions, so definitely give them a look out. As I said, 2012 was the last time that Bayern Munich didn't win the Bundesliga. It looks like 2024 will be the year to add to that, because Leverkusen right now have one hand on the trophy after last night's results. Just summarising that, Bayern Munich lost 2-0 to Dortmund, and Leverkusen came once again from behind to win 2-1 in a dramatic game there. Means that they go 13 points clear with 7 games to go, and as I said, almost certainly have the Bundesliga in their grasp here. If you enjoy the video, guys, please make sure to smash a like on it, subscribe to the Players Zone channel, and share the channel with mates who would enjoy this type of football content. Obviously, got the run-in for the Premier League and all the big leagues, 2 podcasts a week, prediction videos, Champions League videos, reaction videos like this, and then we're into the Euros and the Copa America for the summer, so absolutely cannot wait for that. Thanks for joining me, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of the weekend's football action. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on a video very, very soon. Until next time, guys. See you later.